Now I would like to request Dr. Ved Pratap Vaidik to kindly come up on stage and present a memento to His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan. Thank you very much, His Excellency. We understand. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Dr. Ajit Nagpal, Board of Governors, Amity University, to kindly address the audience.
Dr. Ved Pratap Vaidik, eminent journalist and chief patron, Diya Foundation, Dr. Padam Shri, Dr. Subhash Chandra Manchanda, an eminent cardiologist and senior consultant at Sri Gangaram Hospital, New Delhi, distinguished delegates, members of the faculty and students of Amity Universe, and dear friends. First of all, having had a wonderful address by His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, which had roaring claps from all of us, we could really see the glory of this nation from the time of its inception to where it has gone during the last almost 4 decades. It's the vision of His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan, who brought these 7 emirates together to work for the society. And here, I wish to extend a very sincere thanks from Diya Foundation, from Amity University, and the delegates to His Excellency for a wonderful address that He's given and inspired us to follow His footsteps, both for happiness and tolerance. He repeatedly mentioned that tolerance is the foundation to happiness, and we must learn that philosophy as early as possible. Now, with his illustrious contributions towards the development and promotion of higher education and scientific research in the UAE, and now as a member and Minister of Tolerance of a highly prestigious nation, His Excellency is instrumental in taking forward the vision of His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan to make this country's citizens happy and the UAE a land of happiness, prosperity, tolerance and giving. I've had a very great opportunity of having served this nation as the principal advisor to the Ministry of Health, and having understood the philosophy of this nation, I was given to understand that the foundation of this nation, which is in the form of its constitution, the only state which had the highest reserves of petroleum products in this country was Abu Dhabi. And therefore, if the nation had to progress, a decision was made under Article 120 that half the revenue of the sale of petroleum from Abu Dhabi will be added to the national fund from the initial stages of development. And therefore, literally speaking, Dubai and the Northern Emirates got the opportunity to develop with this fund, both in terms of health, education, infrastructure, and build up the society where you stand today. Now, having had that opportunity of developing and reforming the health sector in this country and autonomizing various states which were independent, now I want to share one more issue, that having created this federation, each emirate is still sovereign, and therefore, except for the 19 subjects of national integration, the remaining decisions are made by the states and emirates themselves. And therefore, in this environment, to bring about a change and development, we had to consult every state to grow and move forward. And that was the greatest opportunity that I had, spending a decade in this country. Having gone back and realized that health and education were two fundamental economic drivers of a nation to take it forward, and we had done so much to reform the health sector, there was a need to bring the best of class education. And it was just in 3 hours that our application was accepted to bring Amity to this country. And those 3 hours were so fundamental that we were received on a red carpet. I think we should. So what has happened in the last 6 years, you've seen, and thanks to the team, Dr. Wajahat, Dr. Ramachandran, and the entire faculty of this university has brought us together to this stage as we are today. Now, coming back to the most important fundamental issue of the Foundation, I wish to share with you that in this Islamic world, there was a need for genetic counseling. And during my time, in 2002, a law was passed that premarital genetic testing would be necessary and mandatory. But if there was a conflict, the marriage could still be held. Now, I'm given to understand in the last 2 years, a new law has been passed that the marriage would not be justified and authorized. So with this change, I think we will overcome a significant problem of genetic disorders in this country. And I must compliment this country's and its leaders for having taken such a brilliant step within the GCC as the only country having done that. And let's give them a hand too. I think I've said enough, and I must compliment our good friends. We have been together for Jansa, we've spent so many years together. And of course, the distinguished dignitaries sitting on the dais. I'll leave it to now to have this Dia Foundation event progress. With best wishes and very welcome to Amity, and looking forward.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nagpal, for sharing a very insightful talk over here. We will now proceed forward with the evening with giving away the mementos to our speakers and to our guests. First of all, we would like to invite Dr. Ajit Nagpal, Board of Governors, Amity University, to kindly come up on the dais and take a memento from Dr. Manchanda. We need some rounds of applause, please. Thank you. I would like to call upon Dr. V.P. Vedic, please. Eminent journalist, chief patron, Dia India. You have already heard him, to kindly come up on the stage. I would also like to invite Mr. Ashok Odrani, Chairman, Supertech Group, UAE, to kindly come up on the stage. Last but not the least, Mr. Jain Narayan Gupta, Manager, Dia Global. You're kindly requested to come on the stage, please. Mr. Vineet. Now I request Mr. Vedic to kindly give away a memento to Dr. Manchanda, please. He has done a great job by sharing so many insights with us. We'd like to invite Mr. Neeraj also on stage for a group photo, please.
Mr. Neeraj?
Mr. Vineet also to please come up on stage to join us for a group photo very quickly, and then we'll proceed to the end of the program. Ms. Shipra to please come up on stage.